We're back with the new improved version of the Kabbalah series. We put in some lighting over here, get that better lighting effect, and we took care of some of the background noises. I hope there won't be as much background noises, maybe there won't be any at all, that'd be great. And I'm not going to be looking down at my notes like I was suggested. Don't look down at your notes. And then the whole hand gesture thing is a question. Do we like hand gestures? Are they distracting? So please weigh in on the hand gestures. This time we're going to leave them out because that's what the suggestion was. Okay, so the extension of the meaning of life, which is what we talked about before, is the goal of life, is the meaning of life. They're one and the same. You can't have one without the other. The goal of life is to fulfill the meaning of life, to do what we're here for, to do what we're created for. So an extension of that, there's many things that come about because of that, but one main extension from it, which a lot of people will have difficulty with, make them uncomfortable, is that happiness can't be the goal of life then. People say, well, I just want to be happy. Well, that's not going to work, because that's not really fulfilling the meaning of life. That's not really doing what we're here for. Now, of course, we want to be happy. And in the title, I said, I don't want my son to be happy. If you saw the last video, so you saw a cute little boy, pride and joy of my fourth son, Avishai, a little over 2 years old. He's a beautiful kid, gives me a lot of pleasure. And many parents would say, oh, I just want my child to be happy. I do want him to be happy, of course, but to say, I only want him to be happy, like that's the whole point of life and the main thing and the most important thing, no. Because what if he's a happy murderer? Well, I don't want that. Do you want that? You want to be have a kid who's a happy robber? Well, I mean, I'd rather be a happy robber than a sad robber, but really, if I had a choice, he could be a happy robber or an unhappy, honest person. I'd rather him be an unhappy, honest person. Because happiness is not the point of life. The point of life is to be a good person, to be one with the infinite, to be spiritual, to be holy as much as we possibly can. So, therefore, happiness can't be the goal of life. And the truth is that it's a tremendous means, it's a tremendous tool to appreciate spirituality, to raise our level of a connection with the infinite. So we can use it and we can enjoy it. And really, ultimately, if you are one with the infinite, you will be ecstatic because He's the source of happiness. He's the infinite of happiness. And we have that inside of us when we connect to a tremendous spiritual accomplishments or pleasures. So we do have that happiness. You naturally, it's innate. You bubble over at a spiritual experience. Getting married, having a baby, things that many people can relate to as a spiritual experience. It just comes out. You're naturally laughing, smiling, having a good time. But it's not the goal of life. Happiness is not the goal of life. Spiritual growth, becoming one with God, is the goal of life. Now, as an extension of that, so we'd have to say that there's an issue of our challenges and our problems and the things we have to deal with on a daily basis that we're bugged by, we're annoyed by, that will drive us crazy, get us angry, frustrated, upset. Ask the average person, wouldn't it be great if you could just wipe out all of your problems, all of your difficulties, all of your challenges? Say, yeah, of course. That's what I've been waiting for. You got some trick? You got some way of dealing with that, Rabbi? You're a Kabbalist. You got some magic up your sleeve? Well, actually, that would be a terrible thing. That would ruin it for you, because those challenges, those difficulties, those problems are the very things that are helping you achieve a higher level of spiritual growth and oneness with the infinite. That's why He's giving them to us. That's why He loves us. He's infinite. He could take away all of our problems. He could create us a world without any problems. Nobody's starving. Nobody's waging war. There's no terrorists. Wouldn't that be a utopia? Yeah. And someday we believe that He's going to lead us there to that type of experience. But in the meantime, that would take away the whole purpose of our creation. So this world is temporary, and it's and it's necessary that we have these challenges, that we have these problems that we have to deal with. Just one tiny little example, I just want to throw it out as an interesting statistic I saw. I'm not sure if it's 100% accurate, but there's a website that gives out statistics like this. There's approximately the same number of underfed people in the world as there are overfed people in the world. So what does that mean? That means the Almighty, the Infinite, has placed enough food on the planet for everyone. We're just not getting it around. We're just not spreading it out over the globe. It's all harnessed in one area or a few areas. And why is that? Because He wants us to take the challenge and say, how are we going to get this everywhere? How are we going to get the food everywhere? Well, I just throw that out as one tiny idea. But the main thing is that we need challenges. The challenges help us. They are helping us achieve a higher level. One thing you have to ask yourself on a daily basis, just one small example, is how are you spending your time? God's giving you time. The Almighty is giving you a life, and you want to live a long life, and you say to Him, please allow me to live a long life. And He says back to you, okay, what are you doing with your time? Are you making the most of that time? Now, there's 500 million Facebook users. And I don't want to pick on Facebook because there is a lot of positive use for a Facebook program. And there's friendships and there's relationships that you can keep up with people all over the world that you don't normally have the opportunity to do that with. Not just old high school friends who you lost touch with, but people that you do have a connection with. On the other hand, how much time are you on there? And are there other things that you could be doing with your time that are more spiritually beneficial? So just throw that out for you. I know myself in my own personal time, I find it a constant challenge to use it effectively, to use it wisely, and to make the most out of it. I'm not preaching, I'm just sharing with you my own challenges, and maybe you'll think about it for yourself and for the new year.